Should I load you a drink?
Yeah, all right. Cheers. I fall asleep and I am haunted by rainbow skulls, vomiting crows.
Hello!
Hello, we're Nerdpool.
This is the Monday vlog where you get to learn what happened, mattered and occurred to us over the last week. We have to start the show, unfortunately, on a serious note. As you've probably heard, if you've been anywhere on the internet, in contact with anyone, terribly, there was a shooting in Colorado at the midnight showing of The Dark Knight Rises, which was released this week. Reports say that the man walked in, he was wearing a gas mask, he had a gas canister, 2 handguns, an assault rifle and a knife. He threw the gas canister in and just started calmly shooting, and it's just terrible. I mean, you know, the loss of life, it's already 12 deaths, last report 9 people in critical, I think, and it's just terrible. I mean, one of the things that is worse about it is that people are trying to use it to preach their own political views. You don't do that with a tragedy like this. And as much as I don't want it to be political, the fact of the matter is, gun reform is still an issue. I wish it didn't take something like this to make people see that in America, but clearly living in a state where you have a right to bear arms isn't a good thing. You should be able to see this from this. And I don't want this to be political. It is just a tragedy, but I just hope someone can see that soon. Okay, with that done, Ashley, what happened, Matt, and occurred to you over the last week?
Okay, well, what happened to me this week is that I started listening to the first book in the Song of Ice and Fire series, which is the book series that Game of Thrones is based off, the TV show. I've been listening to the audiobook of the first one, and I've knocked down 1 hour out of 33.
Oh dear.
And there's 7 books. Yeah, so it could be a while.
So quite a long way to go then.
What else that happened to me this week is that yesterday even, I went to a christening of my cousin's daughter, which was very nice. It was a lovely day, and you can't see this audience, but it is lovely outside.
It's quite hot and disgusting. Un-British, really. It confuses us.
And then what mattered to me this week is that I saw a trailer for The In-Betweeners USA. This seems to be a thing that Americans love to do, is to take successful UK TV shows and make this happen to people over here when we see them. It's
just wrong. It's just skins all over. The American audience doesn't get it. They call skins pornography. It's just ruin things. Stop ruining things.
Yeah, the script seems to be exactly the same as the UK one, but they've made it horrible.
Just somehow not funny.
With their crappy acting, their crappy schools, they just made it worse, yeah.
It's 97% dislikes, was it?
Yeah, 98% YouTube dislikes for the trailer.
98.
I'm fairly sure that's worse than Friday, which is... That's something to be proud of in itself, really.
What else that mattered to me this week is that the phone that waits till you're asleep, the Samsung Galaxy S3 that we talked about a while ago, has broken 10 million sales in the first 2 months, which is very impressive.
Especially when it's got the rapiest tagline in the world.
But yeah, it was pretty impressive for a phone that costs over £550, I believe I saw on a catalogue for a pay-as-you-go version. But then, again, the iPhone is insanely successful and that's around the same price. What occurred to me this week is that on Friday I went and saw The Dark Knight Rises, the new Batman film, and yeah, it was quite cool to see.
We won't be posting an inter-review just yet. We've agreed to wait until I've seen it, so we get someone who hasn't read the comic books, someone who has read the comic books opinion going. So that'll be a double inter-review, which will be our second double inter-review.
Indeed.
We're actually filming one today. Be excited. Russell, what happened, Matt, and occurred to you over the last week?
What happened to me is I'm finally off school, because you're above, so I didn't have a huge break for study leave, you lucky. So I'm now left with a lot of time on my hands and very few friends or things to do. So
in all fairness, you abandoned nearly 90% of your friend list.
So yeah, I'm going to have to find new things to do. I'm thinking I'm going to become hipster for the fun of it. I'm going to start listening to J-pop, which was the worst idea I've ever had in my life. I fall asleep and I am haunted by rainbow skulls, vomiting crows, and what mattered to me this week is Spiderman's doing well. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for seeing it. I'm so hyped for this. It's got like what, $500 million on it, which is brilliant because it was released roughly the same time as Dark Knight Rises, which obviously has got a huge following already, and the last Spider-Man films.
I'm melting.
I don't want to speak of them really, but so yeah, it's fantastic because Dark Knight Rises has come along like, I'm Batman, Bane's in this one, big explosions everywhere, and Spider-Man sat in the corner. My parents are dead too, guys. Bit of sympathy? No? Yeah.
On the inside of the comic book community, though, it was more of a feeling of, I'm Batman, I'm Spider-Man, bitch. Get down, break your spine.
Back to Spider-Man. That's meant to be a trilogy, which I don't know why that's news. I assumed it would be a trilogy anyway.
Yeah, I had that.
Did
I
everyone else
just
have that?
Exactly what they do.
Yeah.
It really seemed like a cliffhanger in the end. If you've seen it, it does seem like, oh, more to happen. There's only one enemy. Spider-Man has a whole fucking gauntlet. Sorry. If you've read the comic books, you get why that's funny. Of enemies. Anything else planned to do this week?
The World's End. World's End. Frost and Peg are coming back with what's-his-face director?
Edgar Wright.
Right, that's it. I did get it right. Yeah, so they're coming back for a new film, which is going to be fantastic. It's meant to be the last one in the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy, which is Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and then The World's End. And it's the story of a bunch of people about in their 40s who, as kind of kids, teenage-ish,
Old enough to drink.
Old enough to drink, but not old enough to know when to stop drinking, which is the best age, really. Go on a huge pub crawl that finishes at World's End in Camden. And they redo that, except it is the World's End with some form of apocalypse. Don't know a storyline, don't need to know a storyline, doesn't need to be a storyline.
Well, why do you need to know a story? Stop asking for a storyline. It's Nick Frost and Simon Pegg getting drunk.
What? You don't need a script.
You don't need
just get them drunk, let them talk. He'll be like, I don't know, he'll be Wookiee on acid, throwing things around.
Ripping people's arms off.
It'll be Camp and Wookiee, just getting drunk together. It'll be fantastic, throwing some zombies or something in there, and it'll be brilliant.
Yeah,
Wait for that.
Anything occur to you this week?
I played Minecraft for the first time. I played it after large quantities of Jack Daniels, which made it much better for all involved, considering I didn't know what I was doing. I spent a lot of it punching the wrong things. It is
The
fun.
wrong people.
Yeah, the wrong people.
Zombies, the wrong walls.
I found a zombie and instead of run away from it quick, I tried to build a house. And I now know why The Walking Dead and Location have never made some form of crossover. Because zombies don't appreciate having houses. I tried to make him a port, it was going to be lovely, he killed me. Came back, he killed me again before I got the stuff to make him a house. I tried to kill him, he killed me. I drank more Jack Daniels, tried to kill someone else, he had a sword, he killed me. Basically, I just got confused, giggled, and hit a chicken a couple of times. And around every 3 seconds, someone went, "No!"
That's upsetting. Yeah, it's upsetting noise. Okay.
On to Eric.
So what happened to me this week? I did some chemistry. I've been looking into benzoic acid synthesis because it just looked like fun. Yeah, that's fun to me, okay, get over it, right. Ashley and I started filming some secret comedy sketch funnies, which you will appreciate with your face later. We also
Various other parts of your body.
We also started filming our Nerdpool inter-reviews, which hopefully you're appreciating right after this video. But the last thing that happened to me was comic books! I bought a book called Wild Children, which is worse than it sounds. Considering how it sounds, very bad. People were calling the writer the new Alan Moore. I just disagree. Grant Morrison was the new Alan Moore. You know what people called him when he was up and coming? A good writer. Nobody called him the new Alan Moore, right? Because nobody called Alan Moore the new anything when he was up and coming. You don't call someone the new Alan Moore if they're going to actually become the new Alan Moore. It doesn't happen like that. You can't just go, oh, this guy, clearly the next Elvis. No, they didn't say that about the Beatles. Fuck you. Anyway.
Plus, we only need one Alan Moore at a time.
Christopher Judge of Stargate SG-1 fame as Teal'c did an interview where he talked a little bit about his role in The Dark Knight Rises, which shocked and made me excited because I didn't know he was going to be in The Dark Knight Rises. Apparently only a minor role.
Yeah, he was only in it for a very brief scene.
still, in the interview he explains that he had more scenes, it's just that he was with Bane. Now, you might know Bane is meant to be a big... I've met Christopher Judge. He is a big guy. Tom Hardy, 5-something. Christopher Judge, 6'7". Do you see the problem of putting those two together in a scene?
I felt they probably should have put Stephen Merchant as Bane. That way that would cancel out the height.
But not huge. He's quite, yeah.
If you need a visual aid for why that was a problem.
I'm Bane! He also said, very explicitly in the interview, that there would be a Stargate 3, but MGM has no money. So Kickstarter, I'm looking straight into your soul. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? That's right on your soul. Painful, is it? You know what to do. You know how to end this. Marvel talks about a smash hit TV show. Marvel have officially said they're going to do a Hulk TV show. They said at first that it's not going to be linked in with the rest of the Marvel Universe, but following Hulk's big breakout success in the Avengers...
It was a breakout one as well.
Yeah, it was. It was. Oh dear. Who knows, maybe they will. So, last of my stories, is that Mojang, the company who released Minecraft, is being sued for patent infringement. The best part of this article being that Notch, the head of Mojang, Marcus Persson, is not shocked, not worried, not hiring people left, right and centre to stop. Well, he is, but the most important bit, he's amused by this lawsuit. His tweet was, Step 1, wake up. Step 2, check email. Step 3, see that we're being sued for patent infringement. Step 4, smile.
Step 5, question mark. Step 6, profit.
Yeah, pretty much. Notch just said, I will spend a lot of money to ensure that they do not get a dime. Okay, that was my last article, but there are more articles we couldn't talk about, as well as our regular links down below the description, not his penis. So, what occurred to me this week was the horrendous prank you could play on your child at Christmas. If you slowly built up for them the expectation that you're going to get them an enormous Lego box set, an enormous, big, like that Lego box set, right? They wake up on Christmas morning, they go down, right? You're opening presents, they pick up the box, and you go, give it a shake. I know what that sounds like. Rip open the wrapping paper and it's cornflakes. The last couple of minutes, as long as a lot of this vlog was cut, because we couldn't make it the right time length, it was cut into a separate bloopers video, which we hope you can enjoy. There's a link to that, along with all our stories, all our accounts. Okay, there's a link to that, there's a link to our Comic-Con blog, there will be links to our inter-reviews. You go enjoy those right now, they're very sexy, in the description below. So, until next time.
Ta-ra.
Bye!
Can I tell my Batman joke?
Yes, if it's not offensive.
It's not offensive.
Oh, well.
Hello and welcome to the Gotham City Poker Tournaments. The Joker bets $20. Bane folds. Penguin folds. Poison Ivy folds. The Dark Knight raises. Thank you and good night!